So I feel like everybody and their mother is aware that you do not need. When I saw the before and afters again, I was like, hold up, I need to actually tell you guys that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing if you have, and if you haven't, please don't forget to, because today's video is actually very interesting. So I was clearing out my iPad, like old images and things on there, and I found some images of when I was using benzoyl peroxide. I haven't used benzoyl peroxide for a while. I've used it on and off, but I've never actually just stuck to it as my treatment. But at the time, that was my treatment. And I know for a fact that benzoyl peroxide, for me, has worked really effectively with my acne. However, when I saw some images, I was like, hold on, that worked. I kind of just slowly put the pieces together, which I will talk about in this video. And I wanted to show you before and after results of the Acnecide Benzoyl Peroxide gel. Also, I think it's called like Benzac in other countries, like Australia and stuff. But I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, just different branding. So that is a benzoyl peroxide at 5%. That is what we're going to be focusing on today. A very popular brand of benzoyl peroxide here in the UK is Acnecide 5%. And I'm pretty sure they only do 5%, but you can also get bigger bottles of the gel for your body. But this one is the wash. So I've got the gel and the wash here. I'm going to be talking primarily about this brand, but essentially it's about the ingredient benzoyl peroxide. Right, so the lowdown is that a lot of dermatologists, GPs, all those kind of people, lovely people, will often prescribe benzoyl peroxide. You can also get it over the counter, pharmacy. And the reason they do is because benzoyl peroxide is great. And what it does is it essentially kills the acne causing bacteria on your skin. So it's a preventative measure to stopping acne forming, which is fantastic. And I knew that this worked, but you know when things just kind of fade from your memory? And when I saw the before and after, I was like, hold on, what was I using? So I found this image which was taken on the 12th of July 2017. I used to do this quite a lot. I would take pictures of the skincare I was using at the moment. But this was my way of just documenting what skincare I was using. And I see 3 tubes of Acnecide. So of course, like 2 of them were probably empty, and I just kept them to say that, you know, to myself that I've used 2 and I'm on my 3rd. Might seem strange, but that's what I did. And aloe vera gel, I still use and love. Just such a simple but effective moisturiser. Then we've got some La Roche-Posay thermal spring water. I'm looking at the image here just to describe, which I still use and love. Then we've got the simple toner, which I now actually repurchased, and some other bits and bobs. It's got like some oils and tea tree oil. Tea tree oil I didn't use very often. I mainly used it in like a face steamer with like a drop. Then it's basically a face wash, which is a salicylic acid face wash, which I've also just sort of repurchased because I kind of wanted to try some of these again. So that face wash is actually included in one of the recent skincare hauls that I did. Same with the simple toner. But anyway, I knew what I was using. And that was in July 2017. So how I slowly put the pieces together was this image, which I'm now showing you. So this was my skin on the 26th of November 2016. This was during uni, and it was kind of a flare up of acne. As you can see, it's quite just a couple of red on my cheeks, always in the same area. Very interestingly, I obviously used Acnecide. This picture was the 25th of July 2017, which would have been 8 months. And you can see that that has completely cleared. I have no makeup on in that image. I've had to crop it a bit funny because I've got quite a low cut top on, but you can see the progress. I do believe that that's not a filter. That's probably trying to capture sunlight, because that was something I did a lot. When I saw these 2 and I put the pieces together, okay, so November my skin is like that, July my skin is like that. The picture that I showed in July of the skincare I'm using shows 3 bottles of Acnecide. Benzoyl peroxide helped me a lot. It helped me a lot. And I needed to make a video to let you know that if you're considering using benzoyl peroxide, it is really effective. If you're currently on it or you're not seeing results yet, it can be very, very effective. And this is kind of the proof in the pudding. I've said it in a few videos that yes, benzoyl peroxide really worked for me, but even I myself had kind of forgotten the progress I'd had, and it's fantastic. So with regards to post-inflammatory marks and scarring, I definitely have a lot less in that picture from July. And I believe that that's because product-wise, I was using Nip and Fab's glycolic fix pads. I use those daily. They're the daily ones. They've also got an extreme version, which is to be used like once or twice a week, which I currently have actually. But I think that would have probably helped with the hyperpigmentation that was left behind from the acne. So I've got two here. So the gel I actually got during the summer because I wanted to try it alongside tretinoin, and I didn't want to leave it on the skin. So you put this in your skin when it's wet and use it kind of as a cleanser, and then you leave it on for about 1 to 2 minutes and then you rinse it off. So it's not a leave-on treatment. If you're looking for something with low contact time, this is ideal. You also get a really decent amount. It's also great if you have chest or back acne, but the gel is the one that I used during that period. So the gel is 30 grams. You genuinely only need a pea-sized amount, and you only need a very thin layer over your face, or if you just want to focus on the problem area, you can also do that. But if you are acnegenic, it kind of makes sense to just put it all over because you're preventing the acne from forming. I would not recommend using this as a spot treatment because, again, if this is eating the bacteria that causes acne, why just put it only where you have a spot? Like, put it on areas that you break out. So I feel like everybody and their mother is aware that you do not need more than 2.5% of benzoyl peroxide for it to actually be effective. At the higher percentages, you're just likely to get a bit more irritation, and it's not necessarily like worth it. But like I said, Acnecide pretty much comes in 5% here in the UK, and you can go and look for a 2.5, but don't be super put off if it is 5%. Again, use a very thin layer. I would recommend slowly building up to it every other night or a few times a week, depending on what you've used in the past. Now that I have been reusing this, I have noticed that I'm getting redness again. You can get very red with this, you can get very dry. So be sure to moisturize, be sure to look after your skin, nourish it, give it as much love and attention as you possibly can. But it can still work really, really nicely. Also, I wanted to mention that you need to wear your SPF always. Here I'm putting on a really nice amount. I have a recommended amount video if you guys want to see that. I'll card it and link it down below. But anyway, make sure you're wearing your sunscreen when you're using your benzoyl peroxide or your acne treatment, or just in general. It's funny because my Dermatica treatment, which I'm currently on, they have implemented 2.5 benzoyl peroxide into my tube. So it has Adapalene, Clindamycin and Benzoyl Peroxide 2.5%, and that has just been great. Even in that concoction, I have found that my skin is getting a bit red after I use it because of the benzoyl peroxide. I know that because I've been using the Adapalene and Clindamycin with niacinamide as a treatment for nearly 6 months. But when that niacinamide was switched out for benzoyl peroxide, that's when I noticed redness and a bit more irritation. It's basically kind of boosted up my treatment and strengthened it. Okay, so that pretty much has summarised everything. I didn't want to make it a really long-winded video. I just wanted to let you know that if you are currently looking for a treatment, benzoyl peroxide is effective. I know some people kind of roll their eyes at it because it is a very traditional method of dealing with acne. But when I saw the before and afters again, I was like, hold up, I need to actually tell you guys that this is a real thing. It works amazing. If you want to incorporate glycolic acid, I would recommend doing one in the evening, one in the morning. Try not to do too much, try not to go overboard with your actives. It worked for me, and I kept to a very simple moisturiser, aloe vera gel. Of course, use whatever you feel fit to, but that worked insane. Like, thank you so much for watching. Of course, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like because it really helps me and my channel, and I'm just really grateful to have you guys, and I want to help your skin and I want to share my journey, and this is a really positive thing to share. So I hope you have a great day. Bye.